Hey, Dave here from DC On Screen. If you're following us on Facebook, you might have seen us posting artwork that has been sent to fans. This was sent to fans of DC On Screen as part of a promotion. How can you get your own artwork? Simply go over to iTunes or Stitcher and leave us good ratings or reviews. Or, bad ones if you just gotta be a dick. And then email us at dconscreen@gmail.com. Tell us who you want us to draw, who you want to draw it, Dave or Jason, and leave us an address. If you like, you can send us pictures of yourself with the drawing after we send it, and we'll post it to our Facebook page where you can tag yourself. This promotion ends March 31st, by the way, so you have to get those reviews in. Jason, do you have anything else to add?
It's a little for a lot, Dave. It's a little for a lot.
It is a little for a lot. We try so hard.
We need your help. We're asking. Our humble offering.
Humble, like pie. Anyway, man, settle back, listen to a brand new episode of DC On Screen starting right the hell now. Welcome in to DC On Screen. I am your host, David C. Robertson. This is my co-host, Jason Goss.
Hey.
Howdy. Hey. Oh.
I don't want to get
So this episode... Yeah. We're running in circles faster than Barry. We're talking about this episode because we're talking about Arrow, episode 15 of season 4, Taken.
Woo!
Yay! Neehaw!
Yeah. So you knew that first close up on the ring. You knew. Oh, yeah. This is where it's gonna be. This is what's happening in this episode. She gonna leave him. So her walking in later and pulling the ring off was 0% surprising.
Yeah. So they kind of did. They brought it up that the chip is the largest of the long shots. Right in the get go.
And it doesn't work. It seems, which makes a lot more sense. Still, inspiring story from physical therapist and all. It's still just
yeah.
You gotta. I don't know. That's the only thing I want them to do. I'm fine with the chip. I'm fine with that. It's fine. It's just they just need to mention the magnitude of that success if they come back.
Right.
All I want them to do is say like, oh, we just got this endless battery supply thing going on and the blah blah blah.
Right.
We just cured quadriplegia. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So I was almost kind of like, why didn't I literally cannot remember what the big thing was that Echo Kellum. I remember his real name more than Mr. Terrific.
No.
Was
Echo Kellum's
trying.
A great name, man.
It's such a good name.
Yeah.
I want to name my kid Echo now.
Yeah.
If I ever have one, I kind of want to call him Echo.
Right.
But I'm kind of like, okay, so you have a chip that cures paralysis, and you didn't show that to the board members?
Well, he's just
a couple
been
episodes
on it.
again.
I figured that was more of like an idea that he started working on very quickly. Once it became relevant.
Yeah, I know.
They had to pick an idea to go save the company, and oh my God, you got to think the investors are going to feel like idiots in a minute when they hear about all that.
Then again, here's the thing: as much as we bitch about how dumb the chip is last time, it does fit in with Mr. Terrific. Like this dude is like the third smartest dude on the planet.
Yep. Yeah. So
yeah,
he can actually do this, and it's a technology-based solution. So. All right. Are you going to be excited one day if like you see security footage of the you ever see like security footage of him working on the lab and there's just a bunch of objects moving around?
I will. Why?
Well, I'm just going to enjoy that if it happens.
Okay.
It's like all right, Mr. Terrific has one seeming superpower, which is that he can learn. Like his superpower is pretty much learning. So he's a polymath, right? But then every now and then they pull out that other one that he can't be seen, he can't be surveilled by technology. It's a strange one, man. It's a strange one. But God, you got to doubt they're going to use it on the show, right?
Maybe. I don't know.
I don't know. They
use on the show. Never did.
They go crazy every now and
then. So yeah. Over to the island. You will both bear witness to its fruition. How'd you like that line?
It was good. The fruition of giant dark room.
Yeah. I was, okay, let's just get through the island stuff real quick. So, Conklin comes back as a demon. Do we have to keep dealing with this asshole?
Yeah, seriously. He faded away.
Shall pass. Okay. Baron Ryder is gonna, I guess. Is it just me? Like, this is what I think is gonna happen. Damien Dark is gonna actually, kind of just be phased out as the villain. He's lost his powers. What else can he do? Malcolm Merlin, we've seen the promo for next week. Malcolm Merlin's going to try to take over the ghosts.
Well, not next week, like next month.
Hive.
But yeah.
Next month. He's going to try to take over Hive while Damien Dark's in jail.
Right. They did answer my question because they just like dropped him and left him. I mean, just sack of used potatoes, man. And I was kind of wondering, like, did we just like ditch Dark in the middle of the road? Yeah, no, he's still there.
I think they did. I mean, he's there, but I think they did ditch him. I really did. There might be a coup of some sort, but I think,
he's powerless now.
Who killed Waller? Ryder. Ryder killed Waller. In present day, we still got to deal with Ryder and Shadowspire. So
yeah, they haven't done enough with Shadowspire yet, so maybe that's where the last of the thing goes. Of course, Merlin's going to try to keep Hive going, so we'll have to see where that goes. That might be a little cluttered with Hive and Shadowspire all at the same time.
So Oliver is allowed to go into the opening, and I was like, I was actually interested. I was like, finally, I'm interested in what's going on the island, and I'm like, oh, is this a cave?
Oh, it's okay. I mean, no, there's nothing there. It was strange. It was strange. Like I felt like we were going to see an object of some kind, not just a giant empty room. But okay, whatever. Deal with that now.
Yoda Hugh on Twitter asked us, why doesn't Felicity have an electric wheelchair? I don't know, but at least they called it out on the show.
Right. I don't know. I mean, maybe that was just not her style. She didn't want to be one of those people that can't move herself. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe she thought it'd make her weaker. I don't know.
Right. She was going to use bad. She was going to do use the time to build her arms up really well. If I ever do get out of that chair, I'm tackling that fucking salmon ladder. I'm going to do it.
Yeah. Well, she could do it paralyzed, really.
You could, actually. I just thought about that.
She could, if
she can get up there, I guess she could probably do it. Maybe that was the whole point. No, I'm going to do that, Simon.
I'm getting really sloppy on writing notes, I've realized. I'm just like, here's a note. Damien Dark is a bastard.
Yeah, and my actual... We have scarily similar notes sometimes. Mine was just Dark, you beautiful bastard.
Yeah.
No,
next one down is poor Felicity.
Forgetting to include context at this point. Is that what's happening? Oh. Yeah. That can't. Well, at the moment you're talking about, like, when she finds out that, I know what you're talking about, because I have a similar note.
Yeah.
But it's when she finds out about the kid. And I was surprised she didn't get suddenly cured, jump out of the chair, and strangle his ass.
Right. So what did you think of Oliver just out and out telling Samantha that he's Green Arrow?
Yay!
Right?
Really? Just
which means
so
she's
much
probably
better.
Gonna die.
Because the moment you hear from
grave.
Samantha, like she's on the phone and you're just going, oh my God. I know you're worried. I know you are, but calm down and stop blaming people for half a second and do something productive. So you hating baby mama really hard early on the episode. And that was like the first step in recovery for me. Like, oh, I can like her. She's in on the secret. We're not going to have to play the secrets game. Yay.
One thing that I felt was kind of weird. Samantha tells Laurel, I'm sorry because we had sex. Me and Oliver had sex while he was with you. I'm sorry. And she's like, the only person who should be apologizing is Oliver.
Bullshit.
Nope. They were friends.
Bullshit.
They knew each other.
I'm not saying that I'm not saying Ollie's off the hook here by any stretch, but
no.
You both did a bad thing. You both did.
Yeah. So, by the way, it's his son too that's been kidnapped, so way to pile on, Laurel.
Right. Not very supportive, but apparently that's because it brought up some remnants of extra feelings for her, and that I didn't actually have a problem with. Because that's fine. You know it's in the past, but you find out about something like that, and it can sting a little bit. That's okay.
Sure.
And then you can go have a perfectly competent, rational conversation with your father in which neither of you ruin the scene. Yay!
Right. Laurel, don't overplay it or underplay it. Be careful. Don't look around.
Do your job.
Don't
do your job.
Don't look around in a confused, jerky fashion.
Right.
Quentin, keep your saliva in your mouth.
Right. Right. And don't say anything about your baby girls, for God's sake.
He actually
You're
about to say it, aren't you? Sarah! Oh. Damn it, Quentin.
Let's do another take. Yeah, man. He like that's something he resorts to all the time. Is he infantilizes his little girls, and and they've mentioned in this season stop doing that. And this was one of this is one of the conversations that I really dug because yes, he treats her like an adult for once. Instead, I mean, God, I mean, I know it's your little girl and everything, but treat her like a grown ass woman.
Right.
And yeah, they just have a good conversation, just good talk. Good talk.
Yeah.
Very happy with that. Very happy with that.
So I loved that they mentioned like they're actually telling us that Constantine. They're giving us the story on Constantine.
I will take.
He's in hell.
I will take any vicar of that story, whatever that can. And yeah, Constantine, he's in hell. No, literally hell. Like, it was a funny beat. It was a good line. It was a wonderful name drop, especially being that they're going to use the tattoo later in the episode. It was wonderful that we actually got to hear his name in the episode.
Absolutely.
And you learn that he is in hell, I presume, dealing with the season finale that we'll never get to see.
Yeah, he's like, well, what about Constantine? He can come help. He's in hell. Whoa, oh man, what's wrong? What's wrong? No, he's actually truly in hell.
Truly in hell. Yeah.
That was great.
It was wonderful.
Scott Madison says, if the mention of Constantine is an indication that a Constantine in Hell miniseries is coming, I will petition for a statue built in honor of the showrunners. I second that.
I'm going to go ahead and get started on the paperwork.
Now, you know what the biggest shock of the episode was?
What was that? Like to your nervous system? For
the most part, I actually liked Vixen.
I did too. I did.
I felt odd. I was like, dude, can she be a part of the show every week?
Right.
I kind of like her when the writers aren't shoving exposition in her mouth.
Yeah, they had to do a few of those. I kind of like
her a lot.
They had to do a few of those. And they were a little it was a little clunky there for a second. But
it's like, without the amulet, I'm just a wannabe fashion designer who lives at home with her foster dad.
Cool. Got your backstory. Moving on with the episode.
Wow. All right. But I was very pleased that Ollie said we had an animated adventure last year.
Right.
And we've stayed in touch.
Yeah, buddy.
That was funny. That was good.
That was
nicely done.
That was. And then she even makes more references to it. Like she's sniffing the little Barry action figure. Don't you dare tell Barry about this. Okay.
Mm-hmm. By the way, that bothered me because I'm like, hey, did anyone bother to tell her that Samantha doesn't know who Barry is? And also she was told to come there by Barry Allen in the police department and she remembers his name. Can we stop calling him Barry? Can we stop calling the Flash Barry? Can we stop? Please.
Samantha now has every single tool at her disposal to have figured this out. She has one, she has another one, and I'm almost certain she could probably throw together a two.
No,
but
the opening sequence with Vixen, where she's running after the dudes. I don't know who these guys were. Where they found these actors. These are some of the worst actors I've ever seen.
The tooliest of all the tools.
Just mouths completely, just agape, firing in all directions.
Yeah.
Like, they were trying for like a cool one-shot thing, and it kept looking like they were just being dragged away by random rope.
Right.
That was probably the truth of the situation. There were a couple of stuntmen who didn't know how to act.
Right.
They were like, you don't have to act. Just look scared and shoot your gun.
Right.
Whatever. But
it's probably like someone's. Those are probably two people that make a ton of money who paid their way to get onto the show.
Yeah.
We just want to shoot a gun and yell at stuff. Awesome. That'll be $2 million.
No, the stuntman, the big stuntman, the one that has a line, says, "Come out and face me like a man." And
one.
she says, "How about I kick your ass like a woman instead?" I hate that line.
I didn't mind
sorry.
It was fine.
It has nothing to do with anything about man or women. It's a bad line.
I didn't mind it too much. It's not a great line. It wasn't egregious. It was just not a good line.
I know that Vixen season 2 is coming.
Yeah.
Are we to assume
piecemeal versions like the first one? Yeah.
Yeah. Are we to assume that that's how Mari knows Laurel? Because I don't remember them ever meeting. But they hugged.
I don't know. No idea. I mean, he said they've been staying in touch, so presumably there's all kinds of backstories.
Maybe. I don't know.
Stuff that now I wish we kind of had. I mean, I could probably find you a couple of weak episodes this season that would have been heavily improved by Vixen hanging around.
All of them?
Not all of them. It's not true.
All of them.
Not
I like
true.
Vixen. I want Vixen.
I'm not sure what
She acts way better when she's not on a cartoon. I don't.
Well, it's a different style of acting to do voices.
I know.
And you have a different director, and then even if you get the line right, when they do it later, you don't know. Cause...
By the way, I love Diggle and Oliver talking about the big lie and him not telling everyone. And Diggle's like, I totally get it. I was like, yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, no kidding, you get it, Diggle.
The one guy is always telling Oliver to lie about every damn thing.
Right.
He's like, hey man, I get it. You're good.
You know, at least he did this though. Like he really did mean it. I get it. You're good. They were square,
Yeah.
absolutely square. So at least if he's going to be down for like, no, I get why you lied. Don't give me that emotional fucking flummery after it. Like that's just the flotsam and jetsam afterward. No, fuck that shit.
Right.
You said you were okay. Be okay. Yeah.
Yeah, and I did like that it was mainly because he's a father. He understands. Like, no, you're going to do whatever you can to protect that kid.
Right.
I totally get that. Like, cool.
And
Thanks for being the rational guy.
Thanks for being the one rational person in my life that understands why I lie all the time. Appreciate it, Diggle. And you knew he was going to lose that argument about what to do with William, just because A, he wasn't the guest star, and B, he didn't have as much screen time to make his argument.
Right.
Heartbreaking though. They both had good points.
Yeah. I was surprised though. Samantha rational with Felicity. You know, hey, I put him up to it. I gave him the ultimatum.
That was when I decided I liked Sam.
Yeah.
That was
I'm
the
like,
moment I went,
hey,
oh, okay, bonus points.
that was mighty decent of you.
That was very decent.
So,
Now, that's
what wasn't
gonna get-
decent was that crazy weird zipline effect that we got.
Oh, which one?
Like like Oliver just, I guess when he was like going to like zipline into Damien Dark's house and like it was just, or wherever he was, I don't even know, but it was just all of a sudden like really CGI Oliver ziplining. Just this is some, not even like Arkham City ziplining. This is like Arkham Asylum ziplining. Like
I don't remember exactly what you're talking about. I'm trying to remember the scene because he ziplines into Dark's home, but
well, it was just like a normal scene of him, like, he shoots an arrow off of the roof, and then all of a sudden, it just goes into this, like, crazy animated, like, zip line. And then we're back to him crashing through a window, and I'm like, what the hell was that? I don't know.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about. It's real fast.
Yeah, it's real fast. And I'm like, you know what, hey, I'm willing to forgive it. Look, man, I know you got, like, a king shark running after Barry, breaking open a house and shit. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I know you got, like, Legends of Tomorrow going to Star City and all that kind of crazy mess going on. I get it. I kind of felt like the shot was on the fly, though. They were like, we really should have, like, a zipline effect somewhere in there. We shouldn't just show, like, an arrow, him shooting an arrow and then crashing in through a window.
Right.
I'd be down with that. I've seen the 1940s Batman serials. I'm good. I don't even need that.
I've been through worse.
Literally, all they have to do is have him open a window and crawl through. I'm good.
Yeah. You don't always have to go shatter glass.
Now, here's something weird, and I didn't really get it, but maybe I got lost somewhere in the season, but Damien Dark says, I wondered how long it would be before your buddy Oliver dragged you into this. Does he not know that?
I don't fucking know, man.
Does he?
Like,
He's
they're
looking
in
at
a
him
well-lighted
they're
room.
well lit.
Like 6 feet from each other. Dude, you should be able to smell that that's Oliver Queen.
Right.
From that distance. I don't.
I'm looking at him like, nope, that's Oliver. Look at that.
That's way
same
Oliver.
Mole.
Yeah.
Same,
Right.
defining mole on his chin.
Right. I mean, don't get me wrong, man. It's different in a dark alley because the voice modulator works pretty well for that. But no. Why? Like, Dark's just not that dumb. It's just not. It's not believable that he doesn't know that.
Unless, Dark is trying to, like, conceal his hand or something. But Oliver's not so dumb as to believe that Damien can't figure this out. Like, I get it, man. Superman, Supergirl, glasses, whatever.
Right. Well, it's the same problem we had, though, God, like one of the first couple episodes this season where he does that little video for the city. I'm the Green Arrow. Well, great. You're also Oliver Queen, asshole.
Well, yeah, he can't... Yeah,
don't use set lighting when you're doing a clandestine video.
Damien Dark can't tell that Oliver Queen, who he stood face to face with in good lighting, is Green Arrow, who he's standing face to face with in good lighting. But he recognizes an amulet that he has not seen in a dog's age.
Right. I don't know, man.
Look, man, show writers, I love you guys, but you're stretching that suspension of disbelief, man.
Pretty
you're
hard.
Stretching
I mean,
the hell out of it.
This is just under, maybe even just as bad. Just under is where I have it personally. Like 1% less bad than not being able to decide whether Quentin has a heart problem. Within one episode. I got you. How'd you like Vixen's effects?
I liked them.
I thought they were good. I did.
I thought they were really good and fun.
Yeah, and pretty.
I was wondering if they were what they were gonna do with those. If they were actually gonna do like the animals and stuff, and they did.
They did. I was hoping. I really
kind of
was hoping they
badass.
did it. And they'd already bitten that off in the animated. Like in the animated version of her, she has the animals and everything. So and she's got the giant aura around her and all that stuff. Like you've gotta. Well, you bit that off. Now you gotta chew it. They chewed it really well.
They did.
Also, her costume looks fantastic.
It looked pretty good. Could have been skimpier. I'm just kidding. People are already on Twitter.
Could have done with about 2 or 3 pounds less of costume, but okay.
I'm just kidding.
Just put her basically in a thong. Well, you got it. You got the idea. I'll be back after lunch. Show me your drawings.
I'm just joking. People are already in arms angry on Twitter.
Like,
how dare you?
Can't even be the worst thing we've done.
No, it was a good costume.
It's a pretty girl. We thought about it. I'm sorry.
It's a good costume.
Yeah.
But it does look just a little bit too much like the X-Men movies.
Oh, the flared neck is what's getting you.
No, well,
I think it's the flared neck. Because it's reminding you of, it's actually the way Storm wears her jacket, too. She does that flare right down to the cleavage. Yep. The flared
But
neck.
yeah, it's pretty good. Let's see. What else we got?
I thought they were good. And I really started to like Sam, by the way, at the, because we're about this point in the episode in our discussion, where Oliver finally gives her the choice, like, this is up to you. We'll play it however you want to. Take
your son too.
Son of a bitch out.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, he's your son too. Get him back and let's take this son of a bitch Dark out.
Right.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I love when Vixen jumps over Dark and grabs his little statue thing.
Well,
and he just goes, that happened.
This is why, like, Dark. This is why we keep calling Dark just thoroughly watchable. Man, dude, that kind of fun. Even when he's having a bad day, it looks like he's having a lot of fun.
I was a little confused because, like, you see there are these ghosts who were like sneaking up on I guess maybe Mari and or Oliver and Dark. I don't even know. I don't remember. But, like, they're just walking with their guns, and then all of a sudden, like, Thea and Canary just come up on a motorcycle. I'm like, it's a motorcycle. You can hear that shit coming. And it's dark out. You can see the headlight on the motorcycle.
Even if that was a particularly quiet motorcycle, she was getting chased by 2 other, probably not stealthy motorcycles, like 100 yards back.
Yeah, like, how did these 2 guys just not notice, like, a motorcycle? I don't know.
No.
Anyway,
look, it's the henchman effect, dude. Sometimes henchmen just have like the average IQ of a drunk stormtrooper. Like it's henchmen. Every now and then the answer is because henchmen.
Yeah, I was sad to see Mari go away. I liked her.
Yeah.
I wish she'd come back. I'm like, she's just a phone call away. Let's do this.
Yeah, call her ass up.
Call her. So then we get down to the end of the episode, and Oliver is making a video for William to watch on his 18th birthday. I rolled tears, man.
Yeah,
like,
man.
Oliver, like, Stephen Amell, you beautiful bastard.
You
did it.
It's almost like they
This
showed
is a Rick
him
and Morty moment.
They showed him like the cuts of Barry Allen's of Grant Gustin's little stairway speech and went, oh shit,
right.
I'm gonna have to step up my game.
Right. He's been planning this shit ever since like the end of season 1 of The Flash.
Yeah.
He's just like, no, I gotta have my mom moment.
Right.
But my mom was a liar and terrible,
Right.
so we're gonna go with the kid.
God, I'm so glad she's gone. Every now and then I think about it, and I'm so happy.
So Felicity comes in. She's heard just enough to know that he's sent William away.
Mm-hmm.
And Now I've seen there's been some negative feedback on Twitter about like, why would she break? She understood. This is why. He once again, not only like, she gets it. He was put in a bad situation with the kid.
She gets that one.
He can either know his son.
Made that point absolutely clear that it was not his decision, that she kind of screwed him on that. She gets that
and
part.
he wanted to tell. He asked her to tell if he could tell Felicity, and she said no.
Right.
Cool.
And he specifically said, "I have someone in my life." Like Samantha even goes so far as to say how well he spoke of her when he was asking. Like, she gets that. What you're getting at is what she doesn't get.
Now he doesn't even ask her. Doesn't even ask her what she would rather him do with William, as far as keeping him there, sending him away, do they get to know him, etc., etc.
Anything.
He doesn't have a discussion. He doesn't. He once again makes a decision
unilaterally.
He doesn't consult her. And that's the part where she's like, I can't do this anymore. Now, her being so sad about this and so emotionally volatile, I suppose, makes her foot jump.
Oh,
the chip works. The chip apparently has a glitch, though. Yes, it will make you walk again. It will also give you Alzheimer's. Because she proceeds to stand up, look very confused, and wander out the door as if she were going to look for a bagel.
Cure for paraplegia. Side effects must include Alzheimer's, dementia, and dissociative fugues. Also, make sure you wear a good pair of boots when you get the chip installed, because they're going to be made for walking eventually. I really did. I like when they did the close up of her boots. I heard dum 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 dum. Made me pretty happy. I was surprised I was even.
That would have been great.
I was surprised I was able to experience any sort of what do you call it? A flippant thought after watching him give that speech.
Mm-hmm.
But I managed. But no, man, she's like, I know the internet flipped out, like, I thought she understood, blah, blah. No, dude, he did it again. He fucking did it, and then did it right after that. He did it again. No, she's right. She can be mad.
Yeah, she can be mad, and
Absolutely.
He's an idiot.
And yes, he's a fucking idiot. Like
he is an idiot.
She gets to at some point she asks him like, how do I know this isn't going to happen again? And all he's speechless. I mean, all he says is like, I'm trying, and it's weak. He can't even get the words out. He knows how dumb they are.
Mm-hmm.
Because, man, you've been trying for 4 seasons. You still hadn't pulled it off.
Yeah.
Oh well. I think we'll get them back. I do. I don't think they're done. But you know what? I thought I was going to get this episode. I really did think I was going to get a look at who's in that tomb. I thought somebody was going to die finally, because I knew they were going to go on a little bit of a break. Yeah. I thought we were going to wrap up some of the tombstones.
Well, hey, they got rid of.
I thought it was going to be Thea deeply for a second there. The way Malcolm was talking, I really thought he was about to kill her.
I didn't even write anything down for that scene because I'm so bored with them.
Yeah. Well,
I'm sorry. Was I supposed to say that on air? I don't know.
Nope. I kept hoping, like, Thea comes in and shuts him down, like, no, I'm tired of your lies, and blah, blah. I'm going, yeah, get her, girl. And then he pulls out, like, you can't see the bigger picture, and kind of drops the mic on her. I'm thinking, okay, I mean, I'm half curious now. What bigger picture do you think was so inclusive that no one could possibly have conceived of the method that you were going to use to, like, save the League of Assassins and save your daughter? Because
yeah, he was like,
he makes it clear that he planned on doing both. But it's Malcolm. You want to call bullshit, right?
He's like, no, you don't understand. You don't see the bigger picture. What's the bigger picture, Dad? I lied to protect you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Thea's going to go, oh, well, okay, I get it. Never mind. You want to have a coffee?
Yeah, I'm interested in what I'm interested in what Malcolm's gonna do.
Mm-hmm. He's gonna go play with Hyde, apparently.
Yeah, but I am really just completely tired of Thea and Malcolm, especially when, like, last week we had Thea just out and out being like, "Nope, you should have killed Malcolm." Like, everyone agreed, "No, kill him.
Yeah,
kill him."
Yeah.
Why did you not kill him? He's awful. He's a terrible person.
An absolutely detestable person. Yeah, he should die. By all the rules of televisiondom.
Yeah.
It's time for him to go.
Like, they're trying to pull that, like, Buffy the Vampire Slayer Spike thing, but they're not going to be able to pull it off as well because, well, he's not Spike. He's John Barrowman. And I love John Barrowman.
I do love John Barrowman, but
his character is not as interesting as Spike.
No, Spike is like the absolute ideal of the anti-hero. Merlin's not. Merlin's
you only get that a couple of times in your lifetime of watching stuff where it's like, it's just the perfect situation where you're just like, you're not even questioning why. the hero doesn't off this person. You got Spike, you got Deadpool. End of the game.
You're right.
Like, we've seen these things. I know you want to make this character, but I think they like Malcolm Merlin enough that they don't want to kill him.
I think they just like John Barrowman so much they don't want to kill him.
Yeah.
He's apparently a very pleasant person to be around.
Sure.
It's just
now. I feel like we've had this conversation between Thea and Malcolm though. Many times. Every episode. Like every time they're in a room together. God help us when they're in a room together alone. I wish you hadn't brought me back, but I did because I love you. I wish you hadn't, but I did because
I did, but because of where in that second conversation in the apartment, like I did because of the timing, because of where it was in the episode. I thought, oh my God, he might kill her. But I know other people had pointed out, hey, when Felicity says, what we have to do, we have to kill the son of a bitch, all that stuff. Yeah, now it's starting to lean towards maybe they are talking about Merlin.
Yeah, maybe. Or Baron Ryder. We don't know.
Could be. We were also damn sure it was Dark, but, Dark's kind of going to prison next episode, so.
I would be happy if they just, pulled from Raising Arizona. Just have, Dark in prison, just sad, and then have, another inmate put his hand over, on the bars, put his hand over Damien Dark's. Just,
I don't even remember that. Oh, man, it's been so long. I think I was 8 when I saw Raising Arizona.
I think that was Raising Arizona.
Been too long.
Maybe it wasn't. I don't know.
I can't help you. Cannot verify.
Maybe it wasn't. Maybe it wasn't Raising Arizona.
Now, something we're going to get? There were a couple questions for, all right, what are we doing with the rest of the season? One of mine is, can we get Mayor Raleigh? Because I was still kind of digging that idea. I didn't want him to get out of the race over something like that. I mean, he's been running all season. It's been something I was excited about. I don't want him to just get out of the race. Plus, he dropped out, but now Damien Dark's out of the picture, so he can drop back in if he wants to. And it's not like he's written himself into a corner here. He can just pop in and say, "Hey guys, this Damien Dark character is a real asshole. I had to do that. I'm sorry. We're out. We're back. I'm in." And the woman I mentioned, don't vote for her at all. Just at all.
Right.
That he's almost compelled to, because right now, even if Dark goes to prison, okay, well, if he goes to prison, maybe you get to point at his wife that's running for mayor and maybe look into that a little bit, because surely that's a little fishy, right? So either the woman's going to be able to run for mayor and presumably destroy the city with corn afterwards, or she's still going to. Or the other alternative is just no one's running again. We're a mayorless city again. So I don't know. He's got to do something with the mayor queen storyline.
That's how that Legends of Tomorrow happens.
Right.
There's no mayor.
I would have believed you. Oh man, you know how happy I'd have been watching Legends of Tomorrow if there had been a few random corn stalks throughout the city. Just, oh my God, that weird corn plan really pulled out.
That would have been amazing. Yep. Can we do that? Please, showrunners?
Yeah.
Can we just start having, ominous corn being around?
Right. Anyway, whatever the fuck he's up to on that bunker, I guess that's still happening. I guess Malcolm's maybe going to take it over. Cupid's coming back, I think, next episode. Mm-hmm. Because the next episode title was Broken Hearts, and, oh, come on, if that doesn't sound like a Cupid title, what does?
Yeah.
I mean...
By the way, the hand over the hand sequence in sequence, I think that's from Mallrats. I think that's Ben Affleck's character. I was thinking about it. I think it's Ben Affleck's character because he liked to have sex with girls in a very uncomfortable place, and he had to go to prison because he had sex with that 15-year-old. I think that was from the end sequence of Mallrats. Sorry, I'll stop talking about that.
Okay. You had to get it out of your system, didn't you?
I had to. It gets in my head. I'm like, where did that come from?
You just had to know.
But yeah, I would love to see random stalks of corn.
I don't know. There's a lot going on.
So dumb.
That promo for the rest of the season looks pretty good, actually. I mean, I got no complaints on it. I mean, I don't like Cupid too much, but you do, so, hell.
I like her.
We'll average out to at least semi-excited. Yeah. I really, it's gonna go, I don't know, it'll go to good places.
I think the reason I like Cupid so much is that she is a bit of fun amidst the usually dour prospects for villains we have on Arrow.
Yeah, but they just stuff
same
her,
same with Damien Dark.
They stuff her like a fucking Christmas goose full of bad lines.
That's everybody on the show, though.
I don't know, man. She was. Ugh.
They're all captains of exposition in their own right. And
I know. But she was a one-liner machine. Not the good kind. Not the snart kind. That's what I mean, really. But we're going to...
well, I don't really consider her very smart anyway, but...
Snart.
Oh, Snart.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
Yep.
Gotcha. Well, Snart's not that smart either, which we'll get into in a second. I don't know. Anyway, gotta call it on this. We are DC on Screen.
See you in a few weeks on Arrow.
I promise we don't hate Arrow. We don't. This is actually one of my favorite episodes of the season, though.
My favorite episode of the season, minus seeing Constantine again. Yeah, this was good.
Yeah.
This was actually the show that I wanted.
Yeah. We are DC On Screen. You can find every episode at dconscreen.com. You can find us on iTunes. You can find us on Stitcher. We are proud members of the Giant Size Team Up Network. You can find our sister show, Marvel Cinematic Universe podcast, with Matt Carroll and Jeff Randall. A couple of decent blokes over there doing a damn fine job covering the Marvel Cinematic Universe. MCUcast.com. We'll be right back with our Legends of Tomorrow 106 review. Until then, keep some DC on your screen. Whee! Whee!
Judy was boring.
Hello.
Then Judy discovered ChumbaCasino.com.
It's my little escape.
Now Judy's the life of the party.
Oh, baby, mama's bringing home the bacon.
Whoa, take it easy, Judy. The Chumba life is for everybody. So go to ChumbaCasino.com and play over 100 casino-style games. Join today and play for free for your chance to redeem some serious prizes. ChumbaCasino.com. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18 plus terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
Here's to choice, to making your voice be heard, to getting exactly what you want, especially when you eat. At Subway restaurants, you choose your freshly baked bread, meats, cheese, and veggies to make a sub that's just right for you. Come in and create yours today. Subway, eat fresh.